Sorry, just enjoying the music for a moment here. I love the music in this game. Just listen to it, it's so good. Okay. I could sit there and listen to the main theme pretty much all day because it's so good. That wouldn't be very entertaining for anyone here, so. It's so good. I cannot get enough of that main theme. Okay. There are still a ton of side quests to do. And I usually do a lot of them, at least in the Hinterlands. I should get myself to Red Cliff.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
I'm thinking this is not the way to go. Never fucking find my way to Red Cliff. I'll give him a horse. Or... Not looking for shards at the moment. Or probably much at all, if I'm being honest. I really don't remember how to get to Red Cliff. Let's go from here.
And how much did you
Follow the road. I just started holding down the A button trying to summon my horse like I'm fucking playing Elden Ring. I believe there's a shard over here. I should do the shard investigating thing at some point. Because the shards can be nice. Oh my word. Fucking want to look at my damn map. A rift right here I should close. And there we go, that's also a level up. Strafing shots, very nice. My companions have not leveled up yet. What did it see? Ah, some elf fruit. I definitely need that. Made it. And now I can make some... I'm pretty sure that's heavy armor. Oh, it's scanning something that's not even in the building. Before I go up the ladder, I want to continue looking around. Oh. Secret ladder. And then that's it, apparently. Lame. Now I'm gonna have to wait for all of them to climb up just so I can go down.
Redcliffe Village should be just ahead.
Well, this little hut is owned by the Chantry. At least you can make that assumption based on the rug. talk to you. Okay, whatever. But I took out both of the strongholds. I don't know why they're not letting me in. Took out both of the strongholds, I took out the rift. I probably have to continue the main story to be able to get into Redcliffe. Well, this is the only objective over here. I'm gonna go do this. Suppose I can go take Redcliffe off the map since they're not gonna let me go in there right now. Suppose what I really should do would be to actually move forward with the plot. It'll open up more shit to do. More shit that I think I might need to do. Like, I definitely need to go to Redcliffe at some point.
It seems the Ferelden army has chosen to stay clear, for now. Another Crystal Grace in there, and some Blood Lotus, which is good.
Okay, if I can remember the way up, this might work. Ooh. There we go. I think the key I'm looking for is up here. Place to warp is probably here.
Find data. I can make scout armor now. It's too bad I can't pick up materials. Get off! Jeez. Can't pick up materials from the horse like you can in I almost said Skyrim. Elden Ring.
This place is creepy.
Enhanced Amulet of Magic. This is garbage, this is garbage, this is garbage. That's garbage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next part of the main story. Should allow me to do more in the Hinterlands if I do.
Another time, then.
Let's see. I don't think I've gotten anything new when it comes to bows. I should consider making some stuff for Bianca. It's fucking bizarre. I'll do Constitution, give him some more health.
That'll do.
Modify weapons. There we go, make Bianca a bit better.
Looks fine.
How many people are going to die before this is over? Many as would have if we weren't here.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace
More
the light.
healing drafts
I
for you,
shall weather
Great
the
Mother.
Master Dennett's horses are a fine addition to our stables. I will see they are well tended.
I could activate the thing that... the area that lets me use the shards. But for now, I'm going to continue the main story.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion. And we should ignore the danger to the Herald. Let's ask him.
I'm not the Herald.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
This is also going to allow me to get quite a few more companions. Welcome to Valroyo.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then. They wish to protect the people from us? Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
This one's gonna let me. Beating one, I'm gating 75, which, not a lot, it's still something. Out of my way, Varric. Random ass merchant.
Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Lots of plaques. And I got too close and triggered the cutscene.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I'm simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will...
with us.
What's the meaning of this?
Her claim to authority is an insult, much like your own.
Lord Seeker.
Respect is mine.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it. But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has
Back to reading plaques.
What's that? An arrow
There's
with a
the
message?
arrow. There it is. Right next to the first plaque that I read. Good. So that brings one of the companions doing that side quest.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
And that will give me another one.
Plus didn't even touch you.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
I'm an elf of the Dalish clans, nothing more.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
gosh, come on. Fucking jump. Thank you. Now I need one of these fast travel points.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll know. Hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my lord.
And to Haven.
All this Lord business and Herald business is not accurate at all. Yeah, not returning to Haven, actually. Not yet.
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
Hey.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Or legions.
Just
I was thinking that.
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what?
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Why didn't you take their weapons?
No breaches. Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
I mean, she did tell us her names.
One name.
Her
No,
name.
wait, two.
Not names.
Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around, blah blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Serious with his little knife. All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, if you shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Before you're too big to like, that'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
And as I'm sure you've noticed, she is kind of an immature prankster. She is also the first character in the series who is exclusively lesbian.
Master Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Those may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my guests.
Madame Vivienne, I
Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man? State your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court. To join the Empress's war effort, either to make a good end or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantry.
Then.
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
There we go. Now I need to head back to Haven so I can get the ability to get the next companion. And just like that, Solus is never joining my party again. Because I have a different mage. One I like a lot better. I don't know why it's so loud. Those are both good. Being able to cast the barrier more often, or having the barrier. Give her an offensive ability. Make her a bit more useful.
Master Harold.
What Harry doesn't know won't hurt him.
Now there should be someone outside the door to the chantry here. Okay, I guess I have to do this cutscene first. Because they weren't there.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Well, I mean, they're Templars.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some...
I'm not certain we have enough influence.
I don't think the
to
same
approach
could be
Order's
said about the Templars.
When the Inquisition needs
Templars
agents in
aren't
more
mages.
places,
It's not like they can
that's
cause a
something
giant
you
magical
can help
explosion.
with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the Hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
then there may be more going on than we thought.
Hit the war table just because I'm fairly certain that there's going to be more stuff that I can do here.
You were saying something about... Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here. To work?
Let's see what we have.
Okay. But now the person I need to talk.
What can your bull's charges offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
What should I know about your commander?
Big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last. Paul wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
What I'm doing, I am off to the Storm Coast in order to speak with Iron Bull. As this is the other ally that I can get at the moment.
Of news, sir.
I should get out of my way. Vivienne. Regen potion. Son of a bitch. Lyrium potion.
Inquisition, huh? Glad you can make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it. Dragons, the bigger the better.
Their guards and city watch.
I'd go closer to spies, but yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere.
You're a Kunari spy, and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing is bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Kunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth it, damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tervinter, right? I'll meet you back at Haven.
And as much as I like Varric, I don't need 3 ranged fighters on the team. So I'm actually going to go with Cassandra, Bull, and Vivian. Okay, so first things first, as with any warrior. And that's all the companions I can get for the moment, without progressing the main plot some more. I've got I've got a quest active right now, you can see in the top right there. That gets me another companion. Just one that I've never bothered using because I've never given a shit about him. He's just kind of boring. Fighters inside. Actually, scratch that. I will do the Storm Coast later. I'm going back to the Hinterlands. There's more stuff that I can do here now.
Word for you.
No. Yeah, and oh shit, I forgot to equip Bull with potions and shit. Give me that Blood Lotus and the Embrium. Shouldn't be surprised. I was just more hoping for, I'm so close to leveling.
How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come! Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. But one thing I'll tell you, no warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Not here to accuse, not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
So, since I'm not planning on bringing him or really doing much of anything with him, I'm just gonna say it. He is not actually Warden Blackwall. He was a criminal. Because, you know, he was talking, like, he even referenced it there, saying wardens can inspire you, making you think that you're more than what you are. You know, as a reference to how he was inspired by Warden Blackwall's selfless actions. And he decided that, you know, he was going to take up the name so that the name didn't die off, and You know, it's an interesting story, but the character himself is actually kind of boring. And if I remember correctly, he does eventually go back to using his actual name. There's a bear. That's some tier 2 leather. Get back here, you bitch. This Blood Lotus can wait. I want the bear. Got him. Man, he is chasing me down in particular. Holy shit.
Mercenaries?
Or Carter, taking advantage of the Circle's fall to smuggle lyrium.
I don't remember what's in here. I don't really need to go into Valimar right now. It's just like a little side dungeon. Doesn't really do much of anything for you. I would, however, like to see what side quest this is. Good lord, how do I get to that? No. Climb. Oh, I almost had it. This is so dumb. The jump is not as powerful as they thought it was. Damn it, I was hoping for the leather. I will need to get a better logging stand. That's always nice. I'll need to get better weapons for both Vivian and Iron Bull. As well as some armor for Bull would be a good idea too. And could use some armor too, but Bull needs it more since he's going to be in the middle of the fight more often. If I remember... Son of a bitch. Now, if I remember right, I need to walk around the statue in a circle like 3 times. It's just a question of Enhanced belt of spirit resistance. I'm gonna give that to Bull. Which just reminds me that I still haven't fucking equipped his potions. I need to get him kill that warrior, because you know there's only one here. It's either Cassandra or Bull who doesn't count as a warrior. On top of them. Well, I know it picked up some armor there. Oh, but he can't wear it. Not a high enough level. I should definitely hang on to it for when he is. Rally. Does he even have rally? Rally might be a sword and board ability. that's not anything. What? Did I miss it? Whatever. Rally doesn't seem to be an ability that exists. Well, I seem to be heading this way, so I might as well do that. I want your leather. I just took a fucking potion. Here. Okay. The tougher one, and Bull is down again. Yeah, Revival's nowhere close to being ready. Okay, but Dispel should be ready. That might be pushing it. I don't think I can hit two of them here. But I should at least try. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah! Take your rock armor. I need to disrupt this rift. go. That was a bit rough. I see a crystal brace up there. A bear! Two big guys is kind of a problem. Alright, there we go. With everyone at level 8 now.
So, ma'am, with the magic, do you prefer fire, or lightning, or cold, or what?
The proper tool for the proper task. Fire reminds an enemy that you can destroy everything around. Lightning puts the fear of the Maker into her. Cold makes her think you implacable, while spirit energy... demons.
I like cold, because it bits when I chop them in half.
That's fine too, dear.
Now that I should be given to Vivienne. No. Oh, Earth. He can equip this right now, which he should definitely do. Ah, the key to Valimar. to resupply. We're all out of basic healing potions. Bull doesn't even have any extra potions equipped because I keep fucking forgetting to do it. Hunting bow schematic. Pretty sure it's not going to be better than the bow that I'm using. Jump. There we go. Another bear. It didn't even give me anything. Lame. Just, oh, it's onyx. I thought it was just more iron. Alright. Not concerned about the shards. I should go get that other rift, but I'm gonna go to the camp first. finally take care of this potion situation. Fucking
I confess, Iron fighting alongside a mage.
We use Cerebos when we need to.
That is hardly the same.
Front line. All fire and smoke ahead of you. Half the enemy already on the ground by the time you get there.
So I am a Qunari dreadnought.
I, didn't mean to offend you.
Not at all. I am Madame de Fer.
it is entertaining that Vivienne seems full. It's gonna be another tough one. Activate my stealth. Should help me get into position to disrupt this rift. Okay. I need you. Come on. Come on. Right there. Fuck. You fucking coward. I can't even get to. Okay. More important than picking me up is going to be to dispel some of this shit. Do it right there. Vivienne did not do what she was told to do. Okay, this is bad. Okay, yep, we're dead. Shit. Where was the last autosave? So... No, I can get this. Stealth over to disrupt the rift. Damn it. Oh my god.
Make it take you.
Okay, nope. Everyone, we're fucking off. I'm head up to Redcliffe, and then I think it'll be time to head back to the Storm Coast. Start doing things there. Okay, everyone's potion stores are looking good. What I really need is the perk, the Inquisition perk that gives me more healing potions. So we can carry 12 instead of 8. Okay, I don't know why I've been forced off my...
We can't open the gates until the threat has passed.
Okay. Okay. Don't think there's gonna be anywhere where... Oh, never mind. There is... Shit. Move forward a bit.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
She's already wearing a challenge ring. She's already wearing 2 challenge rings. She doesn't need a third. Have to be human for this armor, but it sucks anyway, so... Oh yeah, it's a... Shit. I did not mean to do that. I need to get that sword out of... Yeah, it's a tier 1 bow.
Was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't he? Time?
Because, you know, a Magister is always good news.
We should talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Give me that. I'll take any and all elf fruit I can find.
I hear most of the apostates are dead or hiding. We should be getting more refugees soon.
Here's the windmill that had the secret
Impressive
passage.
craftsmanship to remain standing after such abuse.
Windmill is significantly smaller, it seems, on the interior than it was in the first game. Ah, fucking hell. I suppose jumping up this side would be a lot easier. Or not. All that for a fucking dagger. Okay.
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
Maybe the rumors about the apostates attacking people were just rumors after all.
Yeah. I need the better lock-picking shit.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had. But how much did you need?
Even before the sky fell open, this was a land of spirits and demons. Magic grows wild.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit. The girls of the village bring it down. Or 'tis a spirit of
Fucking hell.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees.
People are afraid right now. I haven't been called Knife-Ear as often as I had expected. Mostly all the humans say is thank you. I expect you'll find the same. And change some minds in the process.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things. May I help you?
Are you running short of heat?
I said
hunting through the hills to gather more.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Okay, what is this? She wants a royal elf fruit and 6 regular.
A pleasure
Suppose.
to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking.
This is exactly what I needed.
Are you running?
Yes. It's too dangerous.
She's
to
still
go hunting
low,
through the hills to
huh?
gather more.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Two crystal grays, 5 spin.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the...
With this, I'm certain I can save more lives. Thank you so...
That's apparently everything.
Travel safely.
Ah, Senna, my darling.
Mine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Sell a bunch of shit. Templar Greatsword. Interesting. Greatsword grip. Staff blade. Another bow grip. Be nice if I could sort the weapon schematics based on what weapon type they're for. Would really make things a lot easier, in my opinion. It'd also be nice if they told me what tier these armors are. Grab some light armor so I can make something for Vivian.
Never take that away just because you're a mage. After what I did. I'm not even sure I should be here. It's not your fault. To send the mages. I mean, he grew up here. Did he think they would just forget what I did to them? No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and... it's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters. We need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out to the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
It's not entirely Connor's fault what happened. He didn't know what he was doing. A lot of the blame actually goes to Isolde for refusing to send him to the tower. Because at the tower, he would have had proper learning. He would have learned how to, you know, how to use his magic, how to protect himself, all of the important things, because they would have taught him about the dangers of magic as well. See, personally, I do support the idea of the circle, just not the way the circle operated.
Travel safely.
I support the idea of the circle as a way to teach mages about
Not like the Tranquil were doing much with him.
I had hoped they were safe with the rebel mages. I see that I was mistaken.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
Did you hear the news? That I could.
Of course.
trying to find all of these,
Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
Your ram has got...
Yes, I'm certain that if he's likely at an old summer cabin. If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
What
Well, he's always brought the family luck. And his...
Your ram offered advice.
He's a very special ram.
I'm probably not going to be doing this side quest. His ram is possessed by a demon.
I think we should go. Go? In the middle of the war?
If you say so.
Not flee now.
There's someone I'm supposed
I found the...
Every agent you can get is good because it's one less point you have to put into action of Inquisition per. Because they all count as a point, even though you didn't have to actually manually spend a perk point.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
And the sky is not immediate.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Arl Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement.
Will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are...
Technically, Daily Shelf doesn't.
Felix, would you send for
most
a
of the
scribe,
time is
please?
set. My character primarily roamed the free marches, which implies that they weren't even exclusive to the free marches.
For such an endeavor, ambitious indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Did the Majesty...
Get out of my way, you fuckers.
Good day. Make us speed you, child.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
He's the mage I usually bring with me. Okay, Vivian. Time to dispel a couple of these.
You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Inquisition
Who are
perk.
you?
Woo!
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another...
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. And it's unraveling the world.
themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
All this for me? And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there.
Things than dying, Dorian.
I like Dorian. Dorian is actually the character I was talking about earlier that they introduced in this game, the one who is exclusively gay. No female character can hook up with Dorian. Just like no male character can hook up with Sarah. And then Solus is actually the one who requires you to be a specific race. Solus will only hook up with you if you are an elven female.
Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
Are there going to be fewer demons that way? Because I'd be up for that.
Okay. There's still a lot of side quests that can be done. But none of them are so important that I feel the need to actually do them right now. So instead, I'm going to head back to Haven. Talk to Bull. Possibly talk to Vivienne. Not sure, probably not. Probably just gonna talk to Bull. And Cassandra. See if there's anything new to talk about with Cassandra. And before even that, I should look into making some stuff. Oh, hey, look, I saw Blackwall there for a second. Okay, armor. Fuck it. $118. I think that's better than what Bull's using right now. Iron is what I have the most of, so that's what it makes sense to make this out of. Strength. I'm gonna do Constitution. Give him health instead. Great sword grip. Heal on kill wouldn't be a bad idea. Armor penetration stagger, armor penetration attack. Gonna do armor penetration. Make a staff for Vivienne. Use iron to make it lightning damage. Heal on kill would be a good idea. Staff grip. Crit damage, flanking bonus, under crit chance. I guess crit chance. Definitely doesn't need strength on a fucking mage. You can have constitution. These are both tier 1. This one's got a utility slot and an offense slot. This one has 2 offense slots. So I'm going to come down and look at this one. Constitution. Heal on kill. She's going to heal a lot whenever she fucking kills something.
Serve you well.
Okay, there's Vivienne. She can have this staff.
Kunari. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could. How's it going?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
I can't imagine that was easy.
Nope. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards the satisfaction. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
It sounds like you had a rough life under the Qun.
What, 3 meals a day and free sex whenever I need it? I came out here for the challenge, boss. Figured I'd rough it with you savages. Anyway, nice talking with you. What's going on?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the Qun. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
What I've heard about them sounds fascinating.
What you've heard was mostly horse shit. All right. What do you want to know?
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers, or Chantry sisters. They also helped figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasrath.
It must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets knocked off, and you can see your real shape. What you're supposed to be. That's a good day.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight. Or kill you.
I heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true. Qunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Sometimes I think I understand how different the Qunari are. And then I talk to you.
Yep. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads. Redheads.
How is everyday life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Val Royeaux gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Qun. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Qunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Val Royeaux has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her 'cause it's stale? Same crap in Val Royeaux. People are just people.
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Qunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated. Drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no. I don't think about it much at all.
The word Qunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Qunari who break away from the Qun are Talvashah, deserters.
What about Qunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Yeah, the Qunari are very complicated. Very complicated, race, religion, everything.
Greeting.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do, though I understand how someone replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Thank you.
Yes?
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
But what are Seekers exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
So nobody ever watched over the Seekers?
It was the Divine's duty, but she could only do so much when the truth was hidden from her. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control. Useful, considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame. Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes,
You're right. Something should have been done.
when faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the vigil, and most fail even then.
Is the vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion. And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
I wish I could experience that.
If the vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
I've no more questions.
I don't know if there's anything else to talk about with her.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
So what's the story about...
Sweet Andraste. It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still do. It happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young Seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral. But I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I do not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
She might get upset with me for asking about her brother, because she said she didn't want to talk about it earlier.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of
Okay.
I'll let you get back.
Alrighty then, well I guess I've made some progress towards romancing her, since I got to another flirt option.
Your enchanter Vivienne lives well. She will lead
All things in this
I will
world
take
are
you
finite.
to
What
research
one
the
man
name.
does.
Alright.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Four points needed in the category. I would need one more point to be able to get the, better lock picking. However, that's not as important right now as being able to get more healing potions, which I need 3 points, and at the moment I only have 1. So I'm going to do this so I can get an increase in experience from killing enemies. And that gets me 1 point closer, which I should hopefully get soon. This one would help. I'd have to remember where there's a keep that I can capture. But if I capture a keep, I gain this automatically, I'm pretty sure. Just an increase to all defenses, and then that would allow me to grab the healing potions. I don't remember if there's a keep in, on the Storm Coast or not. There might be, but I don't think there is. I don't know. I would have to look into it a bit more.
Let us begin.
All right.
Let's see what we have.
Alright. I don't remember if this area has a keep or not. I don't know. But the next thing I'm going to be doing is going to be to go to the Storm Coast. And I know this video's only about 3 hours instead of the usual 4 hours that I've been doing. But I think I might end it here just so that I can start the next video with the Storm Coast. So I'm gonna save it here. Next episode we'll start up with me going to the Storm Coast and doing some stuff there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.